It started with a notification from my security system early one morning. Fence tampering detected. I groaned. Karen and her HOA had clearly sent someone to vandalize my property again. This time, their target was the fence surrounding my lake cabin, which I had meticulously built to protect not just my land but the entire community from wildlife, including bears that occasionally wandered down from the mountains. I grabbed my flashlight, radio, and activated my K9S. As I approached the fence, I could see two HOA workers attempting to dismantle sections of it. They were wearing reflective vests and holding tools, but they looked far more like amateurs than professionals. Clearly, they had no idea what they were dealing with. "Stop right there," I shouted, my voice calm but commanding. The intruders froze. "This fence is on private property and serves a critical function. Any attempt to remove it is trespassing and endangers not only my property, but the local wildlife management plan." One of them laughed nervously. "We were just following HOA orders," Karen said. I held up my hand. "Karen's orders mean nothing here. This fence is legally mine, and I will hold anyone who touches it accountable." My K9S took up defensive positions. One moved along the front of the fence, growling low, while another flanked from the side. The third patrolled the back, ensuring there was no escape. The intruders suddenly realized they were not dealing with ordinary property owners. They were facing trained animals and an owner fully aware of his rights. Karen appeared in her car, shouting and waving her phone. "You can't. This is HOA property." I shook my head. "The HOA doesn't own this land." "I do. And any further interference will be considered criminal." One of the intruders tried to continue working on the fence, but a single warning bark from my lead K9 sent him stumbling back. The other turned pale and dropped his tools. Within minutes, I had called local law enforcement, reporting trespassing, harassment, and attempted destruction of property. Officers arrived swiftly, confirming my ownership and the legal necessity of the fence. The intruders were escorted off the property, and Karen faced immediate legal consequences for orchestrating the stunt. By midday, the fence stood intact, my property secure, and my K9S lounging nearby, still alert. The HOA had learned yet again that attempting to interfere with my land was a mistake. Karen was humiliated, and her attempts to undermine me had failed spectacularly. I walked along the edge of my property, checking the fence for any further signs of tampering. The sun reflected off the lake, peaceful and undisturbed. My property was safe, my animals were protected, and the lesson for anyone trying to challenge me was clear. My land is legally and physically fortified, and interference will not be tolerated.